double bagel, six love, six love. That was brilliant. I mean, you got through in like 54 minutes. They talk about being in the zone. I mean, what was the feeling like out there for you?
I really like clay. I love to play on the clay, and this is the first match of the season on clay. I brought some extra excitement, and I lost the last couple first rounds, so I really knew I have to bring everything, and I did today.
You brought everything. You only dropped 6 points on serve. I mean, you won, I believe it was 50 of the 63 total points. Have you ever had this dominant of a performance in your life? I mean, dating back to juniors and everything.
I don't remember, so probably not for a long time, but it feels very good to play this level, and I was really enjoying it, same way that I do the practices.
That's beautiful. Listen, you talk about, coming in with a few losses, really wanting to bring that extra energy, and the clay as well. I mean, what was the attitude coming into this match following what happened at Indian Wells in Miami?
Yeah, it's not easy to lose matches, but I lost to some great players. I didn't play my best, but I knew that I just have to keep trying because it's part of the ups and downs of tennis. And in juniors, maybe you don't experience as many downs, but in pros, you really must bring the resilience. So I said today, I'm just going to play in a way that I'm proud of no matter what.
Well, you should definitely be proud of this.
Thank you.
Listen, you had a 6-love set at Indian Wells about a month ago, and you lost that match. So after the 6-love first set today, how do you keep that same intensity and not let up? Yeah,
great question. I really focused on treating it as a new match because when you enter the court, you're excited, you start, and you almost have to pretend you're starting again. So that's what I did today. I was like, okay, new match right now.
That's amazing. Did you not do that at Indian Wells?
I feel like I was kind of a little less focused, maybe. That hadn't happened to me in a while, that I win the first set 6-0 and then it flips like that. So I had to make some changes and just treat it a bit differently.
Taylor Fritz always talks about the 6-love jinx. So he doesn't like winning set 6-love because he feels like you always lose the next set. Do you believe there's any truth to that?
No, I don't believe that, and I really don't want to. I'll make sure not to think that ever because that won't help me very much.
Well, after today, you can just be like, okay, I'm just going to double bagel somebody. Yeah, new match, get another bagel. You talk about loving the clay. What's that transition like for you to go from the sunshine double here to the green clay?
It's definitely not easy, but the green clay is kind of like a hybrid to me between red clay and hard court. It's not as slow as the red clay, but it's also slower than hard court, and you get to feel that slide and that movement. So the transition to the green clay makes it easier than going directly to the red clay, but also the atmosphere here is so great that no matter what surface it was here, I think it would be really fun to play.
What part of your game do you think transitions best on this surface?
I would say movement. I really like to read the court and to move and to wrong foot people. And it just makes it fun to slide into the ball, to time. It's a different timing because on hard court you really want to plant and set. Sometimes you slide, but here I feel like you can really use that to your advantage.
Absolutely, and you do that beautifully out there today, Katie. On your Instagram bio, it says you're either tennising, adventuring, eating, sleeping, or trying to make art.
That's very true.
What was the last adventure that you had?
Well, this weekend, our family friends let us take the golf cart and drive it around town. So we visited a landmark. Funny enough, it was the city jail because I just felt like it. But that was my last adventure, and I'm very thankful to have amazing friends in Charleston who let me steal their golf cart for the day.
An adventure on a golf cart. What was the city jail like?
Well, we didn't go inside, but around, it was pretty cool. You could kind of feel this maybe old style vibes. Maybe I was making it up in my head, but it was spooky.
Well, you locked your opponent out today, so
that's good news.
She is behind bars, that's for sure. In terms of making art, tell me more about that. Are you painting? Are you drawing? What are you doing?
I really love art, and growing up as a kid, my parents signed me up for art class. I was lucky enough to have art classes, but it ranges from drawing to painting, making bracelets, crocheting. I know.
You're only 23.
I know. I was about to say not the youngest hobby, but I've made some cool things. I've actually made clothes, so that I can wear. So that's pretty cool.
That's wonderful. If you can make your own stuff, you don't have to spend your money on clothes. So
Yeah, but you spend money on yarn and the probably the 3 weeks to make it.
3 weeks. It takes that long.
Yeah, it takes very long. One stitch by one stitch.
Who knew? All right,
Yeah.
Katie Volynets, the crocheter.
Yeah, no thanks.
You've got a rematch with Ashlyn Kruger next. She's the one that you bageled in the first set, and then she came back. So how are you going to turn that around?
Well, thank you for telling me the draw. I didn't know yet, but I was going to look later anyway. That'll be a great opportunity for me to bring, again, my focus, my positivity, and to play the clay court game.
All right. Well, you know you have the ability to bagel her. We'll see if you can do that again. You have a perfect start here in Charleston. Congratulations on the win. Always great
Thank
to
you
catch up
so
with you,
much.
Katie.
Great to catch up.